In a moment of genius / madness on Twitter, I decided to @Snifferish, one of my biggest inspirations as a content creator, and ask her, "Hey Sniff, I'm a Minecraft speedrunner. If I speedrun the seed Snifferish, can I get a follow back?" To my surprise, she said yes. I then loaded the seed and realised it was a terrible seed and that I would be happy if I could finish a run sub 25. As I was running it, I realised there was a pace for sub 20, so I grinded 4 hours on it to get an 18:11 time. Then I received a notification on Twitter from Fulham, one of my favourite speedrunners and one of the reasons that I speedrun, saying sub 15 or bust. So I rerouted the seed completely and spent another 3 hours running it. This is how I got Snifferish to follow me on Twitter. Oh, by the way, according to my analytics, only a small percentage of you are actually subscribed, so if you do end up enjoying this video, consider dropping a like and subscribing. It's free, it helps me out a ton, and you can always change your mind and subscribe at any point you like. Enjoy the speedrun. Okay, so getting into the actual speedrun then. This took, I want to say, about 7 hours of attempts, using 3 different routes, the final one being the fastest one, but all of them being sub-20able. So as you can see, we're inputting the seed as being Snifferish, capital S. Yes, the capitalisation is important. I wanted to just go with the first seed that I got. I didn't want to try and find the best version of Snifferish. I just wanted to go with the first one that we got because I feel like that's as true to the challenge. So we spawn in a rather odd position. We come this way, and you see these poppies. Sometimes when doing this run, these poppies would spawn as dandelions, which obviously if they spawn as dandelions, we grab to make suspicious stew. But they don't spawn as dandelions in this one, so who cares? We're running straight this direction. I believe it's south, but I could be wrong. We head straight this direction, and we're going to go find a buried treasure. The buried treasure is paramount to this run, because if we don't get the buried treasure, then we've got to rely on a shipwreck, but the nearest shipwreck is very far away. And if we're not relying on a shipwreck, then we have to rely on a village. And the village, the fastest enter I got using a village on this seed was 430. So 17 iron, we get 5 cod, we get diamonds, and we get TNT. The TNT and the diamonds are also important. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 pieces of wood, we're going to make one into a crafting table, the rest into sticks so we can make all of our tools. We're going to make full iron tools plus a diamond sword. Then we're going to mine down the rest of the trees and make our other stuff. A lot of things were challenging about this run. It's not an easy run. The Bastion was extra regional. There is no Bastion in the first 4 quadrants. We have to speed bridge quite a long distance. We have to dig. We have to go to some really weird coordinates to portal. And I could never find a good portal that would land us in the stronghold room. So I had to portal into a cave near the stronghold. As you can see, we're making all of our stuff. And we're going to head to that ruined portal. The ruined portal is also janky because the ruined portal has spawned in an ocean ruin, which means there's a lot of drowned, and usually in all the runs there was at least one drowned with a trident throwing at us, but it's fine because we've got the cod. So now we come down to this chest, we get 9 golden carrots, flint and steel, and depth strider boots. We get hit with a trident, but it's fine. And then we're going to come over here. Now the way we enter the nether is a little odd. We come here and we're going to break a block which will trigger some gravel to fall, which will lead us to a ravine. So if we break this piece of gravel, which we can actually just break that kelp, as I found out later, but who cares? We got the sub 15. Apply depth strider boots, and then we come down here. We're going to block off this water, and we're going to make our portal here. The nether is a little odd, so we're going to be doing fortress first, which I don't normally do. I'd say that the main thing that I'm taking away from doing this run was that I've learned how to do fortress first a lot better, because I'm not good at doing fortress without a shield or without a fire res potions. Now there is enough iron for me to have made a shield, but I chose not to, and the reason I chose not to was simply because I wanted to practice shieldless blaze fights, because a lot of the time you're not going to have a shield, so I should probably practice doing them without a shield. We're going to head this way, going straight to the spawner. We don't need my water bucket out because we don't need our water bucket, so I'm going to put my diamond sword there because that's an easy hotkey. I'm going to mine some blocks here and I'm going to place the TNT down and explode it. The reason I'm blowing up the TNT is because it's going to give us a lot of blocks, about 3 or 4 stacks of netherrack. in previous runs of this, I was actually mining wood. I was mining wood in the overworld for the first bridge, and then I was mining the rest in the nether for the second bridge, which wasn't optimal. It wasn't ideal because we lost a lot of time. This way, I figured, we get a lot of blocks very quickly. And plus, we've got the 27 wood left over from the beginning. We're coming down here, as you can see, we're going to a fortress, and we're going to go to this blaze spawner to the right of us. So we've got wood to make beds. We've got everything that we need. All we have to do now is not die to the blaze. So we're at blaze at 3:48, which is a good time for blaze. This guy's on the outside, which is a bit of a pain. It's a bit of a pain to deal with, but we have 9 golden carrots and 4 cooked cod, so we can afford to tank a lot of hits here. I'm going to be mining out some here, just so that I can run backwards and forwards to trigger the blaze, and when I want them to shoot at me. And yeah, I think I'm going to go mine that fence as well, so the blaze is more likely to come towards us. Yep, there we go. Land 1 crit on him, and he just starts flying up, so now we're just going to run. I'm going to mine out the exact same on the other side, after I killed him this time. 1 blaze rod. The great thing about this seed, and my favourite thing about this seed, is that it's a 3-eye, which means that we can leave on 5 blaze rods, not 4 blaze rods, sorry. We can leave on 5 blaze rods. Since we're obviously not running it as a set seed, we don't need to throw eyes either, so we know none are going to break. All we're doing now is we're waiting on spawns. So we've got 2 blaze rods so far, we need 5. There was one run that I did earlier, back before I rerouted it, where I got 5 for 5 blaze rods, and the fortress split was something insane like 50 seconds. Which, if we'd got this in this run, would have made this an absolutely insane paced run. But we didn't. So this run could be a lot faster. There's a lot of time saves you can do in this run. But I spent a lot of time working to get it at this time. And we tank hits here, but it's fine. I spent a lot of time working to get it this fast. We're out. So I'm very proud of this. Now, you'll notice we're not actually leaving the fortress yet. We're going to be coming this way, past 4 wither skeletons. Luckily, they spawned in a place where they can't actually get to us. But we're going to be coming up to a chest inside the fortress. And the reason we're doing that is because we don't want to rely on all of our obsidian for the blind travel from trades. Because you're likely not going to get enough trades for it. More importantly, in the Bastion, there's not actually any chests with obsidian in them. So I found there's a chest in the fortress with obsidian in them that I can use instead. We're then going to come up here and we're going to start moving towards our Bastion. The Bastion's about 200-300 blocks away from this point, which is, it's fine. It's fine. It's a bit out of the way, and you've got to take a bit of a weird direction to get to it. But in all the running of it, I think I really optimised the way that I get down to it. So we come off here, we just boat off here, and we fall down here, pick up the boat. This is where all these blocks come in useful, because before, I only had, when I was doing it where I was using wood, I only had enough wood to bridge across this one, and we need to bridge twice. We also need to bridge up at one point. You can see me failing at my sweaty vegetables bridges there. I need to get better at those. But then we just crank it into a speed bridge, and it's absolutely fine. We go all the way, and we get to the other side. Now, so now we're going to be running up to a direction where we're just going to get into our 1x1 hole, and we're just going to dig. Because we're going to dig straight to the Bastion. Now, I kind of mucked up here. I thought it was this tree, and it wasn't. And then I had 3 hoglins on me. So I started spam placing blocks because I forgot that I wasn't playing bed walls. I then realised that I've got to go up on the right tree. So I go up on the right tree this time, which is this one. We're going up. And then we're going to dig to our Bastion. The Bastion is not actually that far away. It's a bit out of the way, but it's not... I wouldn't say it would be awful to do on a random seed. If we were running this random seed like, I wouldn't say it would be awful to do. So we come this way. There's a baby hoglin there. Who cares? We're running to get to the Bastion. The Bastion's a bridge Bastion. Bridge Bastion, oh, I fucking love bridge Bastions. The reason I love bridge Bastions is because when you're doing them as set seed runs and you're not going for a top time for set seed runs, for a random seed, like I would do for random seed, I can just afford to take more gold blocks because I know it's going to be on pace, and even if it's not, we just reset and go again. Unlike random seed, where I don't take that risk, I don't take that safety of having more gold blocks than I need because I'm going to take the high risks. So I'm able to grab I think 14 gold blocks, maybe 15. Where normally, you know, a random seed run, I'd only grab 11 or 12. Which just gives us better chance of trades. Running through this warped forest. And you'll see the Bastion load in a second. We're placing blocks to try and stop fall damage as much as possible. Because we've only got 4 golden carrots left. We break some blocks there. And you see Bastion on the right of us. We're going to dig down on this spot, straight into the gold. Which is my favourite thing about this one. We just dig straight into the chalice. Mining all these gold blocks. Some piglins come up there. And so rather than deal with them, if we just block them in, we no longer have to deal with them. One of them has a crossbow, but he can't actually shoot us through that gap. So we're fine to just mine out the rest of these gold blocks. We grab 15. We grab 15. We're going to save some of them. We're going to craft the rest there. Get a gold block down there. Get our blocks out. And we're going to go do the dip route by 11 billion. We're putting our obsidian in the place that we like our obsidian. I've got very specific places that I like having my things when I'm doing trading. That's where I like my obsidian. Coming up here. Grab the 2 stairs so we can do the dip routing. And we're going to start our trading at the 9:30ish mark, which is very fast, but I think there's a lot of time saves that could have made it a lot faster. There's a lot of things that could have made it a lot slower. But I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with how this turned out. In a random seed, obviously we wouldn't do this. We're only doing this trade so late because, well, we know where we're going to be portaling. I throw all my gold and another piglin shows up, which isn't ideal. It's not ideal. But if we just get some gold, we can just trade with him here. I do kind of muck around a bit here with all the trades and stuff, and it's a bit unoptimal, but I'm trying to get that piglin in the hole, and he just won't go in the hole. So we just say, fuck it, we're going to take our string. We're going to put our string in the place we like our string. We've got enough obsidian already to blind travel. We're just waiting on pearls, and we don't need as many pearls as you might think. We need about 15 pearls. And we've already got 1 pearl trade there. I'm going to drop the gold back there. We're just waiting on pearls and string. Honestly, I think one of the things that could have made us run a lot faster is if I was better one cycling, because I'm not confident in 5 bedding. I'm fairly confident in 6 bedding, but I always try and go for 7 beds where I can. Yeah. You'll notice we actually dropped all of our gold. What we meant to do was we meant to keep the gold and make it into golden pickaxes. Unfortunately, I forgot, so there's another minor time save. We're going to drink a 5 res just in case. And then we're on 17 pieces of wool. We get another string trade. That gets us 20. That's 6 beds. And we're out. We're not out. No, we don't. We don't have enough pearls yet. Well, we sort of do. We could get away with this many pearls. We just don't want to. We're going to wait on 1 more pearl trade because we actually get it there. Just so we can pearl around a bit easier. It's just a lot less stress when we've got the pearls. I forget that I actually have the wood on me and I go to mine this tree, which is another time save. Could have saved a bit of time there not mining that tree. But it's fine. It's fine, I guess. We're going to come up here. Going to pearl over there. I think the pearl's going to hit the piglin, which would be an issue, because then we'd have to be actually running from things. Luckily we don't. And now we're going to craft all of our beds. We've got 6 beds. Hopefully I don't fuck up a 6th bed. Will we fuck up a 6th bed? Find out in about 4 minutes. Take our wood back. We're gonna make. We made sticks there so that we could make our golden tools. I forgot that we didn't pick up the gold, and so we're not gonna make golden tools, surprisingly. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna mine this block, and then we're gonna go to our blind travel coordinates. Well, it's not really blind travel. We're gonna go to our portal coordinates. I'm breaking that block to get the boat back. I don't really know why I want the boat back. I don't need the boat back. I don't use the boat. I don't think. But I mean, it's nice to have. So we're going to go here, and then we're going to go down. We're going to go down so that it spawns in the stronghold, or closer to the stronghold, rather than above the stronghold. Because if we spawn on the surface, we've got to dig down. We're going to be going down until we hit a magma block, and that should spawn us in a cave. Get our obsidian out, ready to portal. We have 1 fish left, and we're going to start building our portal. 1 fish left. Sure. And we've also got golden carrots, which, honestly, the golden carrots are a lifesaver for this run. I don't know how we'd have done the run without the golden carrots. Just the saturation on golden carrots is so high. Then we're going to come up here. We're going to go towards the stronghold, which we just tower up here. We've got this is the reason that I got so many blocks, because we can use the blocks for so much stuff. We can tower anywhere we want with all that netherite that we got from the TNT. We come into the stronghold, and we come straight to the portal room. Block down, get our eyes, and we're in the end. Then we start towering up to the end, and we're just going to do a perfectly normal blaze fight. There's nothing special about this blaze fight. Not blaze fight, sorry, Ender Dragon fight. There's nothing special about this Ender Dragon fight, it's just a normal speedrun Ender Dragon fight. We get our 6 beds in our hotbar because I actually missed the perch earlier on at a 14-minute time, which sucked. We're going to get our pearls, we're going to get our crying obby, we're going to get some blocks out. Put the carrots in the offhand in case we have to heal. Dragon's on the right side of us, so we're probably going to go on the left unless the dragon flips. We pearl in because we've got so many excess pearls that we can just pearl anywhere we want. We set up the one cycle, we actually fuck up a block. The dragon's now going to the other side, so we're going to head this way. And we're just going to prepare for it to perch. Is it going to perch in time? What do you think? Do you think it's going to perch in time? It fireballs us. That's nice. Do you think it's going to perch in time? It's on our side of 14:05. We have... I go to the escape menu just to check what time we're on, how far in-game time is behind RTA. Which is not really. It's going to the other side now. And I believe... that actually hits us there, the Dragon's Breath. And there you see the snap. So we've pearl in. And we're about to one cycle. Enjoy the one cycle.